Why your mix sucks, part 2. Dose. The next thing I would say, epic mistake I see novice guys doing is they take the very novice rig that we talked about yesterday and they try to go do an outdoor show. And then that's where they end up destroying equipment. I had this conversation with a very good friend of mine not long ago, trying to save him from blowing up some really cool gear that he has. He has a QSC rig, I think he has K12 tops and the KS118 subs. That is a great little club rig. It really is. I love those single 18 subs. And my personal opinion, for the money, I think those KS118s are probably some of the best, hardest hitting single 18 subs, active subs, on the market right now. Now, somebody might come up with something tomorrow that's way better. I know there's a bunch of RCF stuff that's a lot more money that's way better, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about novice guys. This guy I'm talking about is not a novice, but he worked for me for a while and he's out doing his own thing. I'm super proud of him. I love what he's doing, but he was starting to do some outdoor stuff with his QSC rig, and I'm like, dude, man, be super, super careful, because I'm telling you, it's easy to blow your rig on a big outdoor show like that, because, you know, the budget only allotted for this kind of rig. You have to go into that from the mindset of, okay, well, we're only going to mix for the first 30, 40 feet in front of the stage, and even that mix is not going to be knocking you over, but it will cover, and you'll get, you know, 70 dB, you know, 75, 80 feet back or something like that, and it can be acceptable for a low budget, you know, deal. The trick to mixing your system in that environment and not blowing it up is standing close to it. Because if you park yourself under a pop-up 75, 80 feet out, I will guarantee you, you will overdrive that rig every single time by the end of the gig. And that's how you blow drivers. That's how you overheat plate amplifiers in the back of these boxes, and then, you know, you're breaking gear. You know, we had a very positive conversation about it. He's seen the writing on the wall, and he's since adjusted his calendar accordingly, you know. Look, I'm here trying to help you guys, man. I'm not, you know, it's no skin off my back. I'm not going to lose any sleep at night if you decide to make these mistakes, but you got to bring the right tool to the job, you know. And a little single stack, single 18 rig at a local fairgrounds covering an area 100 feet by 100 feet is, you're going to get yourself in trouble. So just take that information and do what you will with it.